We have had two parts of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's Divertimento in D major, Allegro and Presto by the string quartet. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a pleasure of greeting 9 laureates who gathered here in person, the Baltic Women of Science. We welcome everybody who came to honor them, representatives of the embassies of Estonia and Latvia, presidents of the Academies of Sciences of the Baltic States, representatives of the National Commissions for UNESCO, the families, friends, and scientific mentors of the laureates, representatives of their academic institutions, and contest jury members. We also welcome those who are watching the direct broadcast from Vilnius, from Academy of Sciences. This year, Estonian, Latvian, and Lithuanian National Academies of Sciences, in cooperation with respective national commissions for UNESCO, organized contest Women in Science Baltic Fellowship in our 3 Baltic countries. The contest, although in different format previously, is known for 20 years now in Latvia and for 8 years in Estonia and Lithuania. It is supported by the ministries responsible for research in our countries for the first time. Now it's time to hear welcome speeches from the hosts of the event. Therefore, I'd like to invite on the stage the president of the Lithuanian Academy of Sciences, Professor Juras Banys. The floor is yours.
Your Excellencies, Presidents, Ambassadors, Vice Minister, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor and pleasure for me to host this event. Usually this event took place in Latvia, in Riga. Last time it was in Estonia, in Tallinn, and nice tradition between Baltic academies that it's traveling through all 3 countries. And of course, slight changes compared with the previous years. This year we have, each country have 3 laureates, 2 from nature sciences, 1 from social sciences and humanities, because all sciences are important. And it's a great pleasure that we have the winners. But I must say that competition, as usually in these awards, was very tough, and really all ladies who participated deserved the prize. And for commissions, I believe it was a huge headache to choose the best ones, because, you know, very equal, very similar, but commission did their job. They made the choice because the line must be drawn somewhere. So I greet all the laureates, I greet all participants of this event, and it's very nice to have you here in Lithuania, and I wish to have in Lithuania also not this event, but to have a bit of cultural experience, how we live, especially for our guests, to see the Lithuanian life. So thank you very much, and I wish you a pleasant event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, our next greeter is Dr. Agnė Jasinavičiūtė, Chair of the Lithuanian National Commission for UNESCO. Please.
Dear guests, I'm honored to join you today and thank the National Academy of Science for hosting this event to celebrate the brightest scientist talents of the Baltics. My sincere gratitude also goes to Estonian, Latvian, and Lithuanian Ministries of Education and Science, the National Academies and UNESCO Commissions for the dedications, and the juries for the careful work in selecting today's laureates. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Today we celebrate the dreams and achievements of young female scientists from Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Yet we must also reflect on why initiatives to support women in science are still necessary. According to UNESCO's science report, women make up only a third of scientists globally. This year, all 7 Nobel laureates in science were men, underscoring the persistence of gender imbalance. In Baltic states, while overall participation is improving, women continue a phase of glass ceiling, particularly at the higher scientific position. I commend universities and academic institutions actively developing gender equality plans to advance women's leadership. Real change relies on leaders who inspire and guide by example, and I believe today's laureates embody their leadership, serving as role models for young women aspiring to scientific careers. And today's gathering not only highlights gender inequality, but encourages young researchers to pursue their academic ambitions and become future leaders in science. And I wish each of you success and courage to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Now it's time to welcome the winners of the contest. Let's start with Estonia. There were 29 applications in total for the Women in Science Baltic Fellowship in this country, so the competition was quite intense. First of all, let's hear a video greeting from Estonian Minister of Education and Research, Dr. Kristina Kallas. Video, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and distinguished fellows, it is a great privilege to address you today, even if only through video, to celebrate the outstanding achievements of the recipients of the Women in Science Baltic Fellowship Awards 2024. Although I am unable to join you in person, I am honored to be part of this significant event. This fellowship, awarded in partnership by the Baltic Academies of Sciences and UNESCO's national commissions, represents our shared commitment to advancing and supporting women in science in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. This year, as in previous years, we continue to recognize the brilliant women whose work is expanding the frontiers of scientific knowledge. This year's laureates represent groundbreaking fields. Kadri-Ann Pankratov, with her innovative research on liquid-enabled robotics inspired by biological systems. Mari Tõrv, exploring the cultural and biological diversity of ancient humans through a transdisciplinary study of mortuary rituals. And Marju Himma, leading a shift towards deliberative science communication to bridge the gap between science and society. I firmly believe in the importance of fostering gender equality in research or anywhere else in society, for that matter. Today, as we honor your dedication and passion, we also celebrate the future of science in our region, a future that is enriched by the contribution of talented women. Your accomplishments strengthen the scientific community, but they also inspire the next generation to pursue careers in science, be it in engineering, archaeology, media and communication, or something else. On behalf of the Estonian Ministry of Education and Research, I extend my congratulations to all the laureates. We are excited to see how your research will shape the future of science and innovation. Thank you for your contributions, and I wish you continued success in your endeavors. Congratulations once again.
Now I'd like to invite on the stage Coordinator of Education and Science Program of the Estonian National Commission for UNESCO, Hanna-Liis Karlip, and President of the Estonian Academy of Sciences, Professor Tarmo Soomere, to address the audience and greet Estonian fellows. And now it's time to meet, or you maybe you would want to say some words, or we just invite the first fellow.
We have some words.
Yeah, we have some words. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Estonian National Commission for UNESCO, I'm honored to attend this event dedicated to outstanding young female talents in science in the Baltic states. We are immensely proud of our exceptional young female scientists. The achievements of the Estonian Fellows will be shortly introduced to you by the President of the Estonian Academy of Sciences. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the Academies of Sciences of the three Baltic countries and my dear colleagues from the Latvian and Lithuanian National Commissions of UNESCO for our excellent cooperation. The Estonian Ministry of Education and Research financed this fellowship, and we are very thankful for their support. In a world filled with radical uncertainty and declining trust in democracy and science, this award plays a crucial role in amplifying female voices within the scientific community and in society at large. It is a powerful tool in dismantling gender stereotypes and increasing the visibility of female role models, thereby making science more inclusive and equitable for all. The UNESCO Institute of Statistics report from 2024 also indicates that there is some room for improvement in all the three Baltic countries. Additionally, many of the complex problems our society currently faces require close interdisciplinary cooperation among different fields of science. Our laureates are proof of this synergy. Therefore, I'm delighted that the fellowship has also been granted to women working in the social sciences this year. In Estonia, one crucial step remains, and that is to include the humanities, ensuring that all women in the research fields are recognized and supported. Finally, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our gracious host here in Vilnius
for the warm hospitality, and for providing us with this wonderful platform to celebrate the achievements of these young talents. I wish everyone an inspiring day. Thank you.
Dear laureates, the stars of today, excellencies, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's my pleasure to congratulate all the laureates. But following the message already heard today, that we should not accept one thing, we should not accept this near-to-failure situation with some of Sustainable Development Goals, which I mean specifically is the extremely slow progress towards gender balance in the world. This is totally unacceptable. And it's fundamentally wrong to simply sit and wait for more than a century when the gender balance will be established automatically. And the landscape of science should be in the forefront of this development and to provide a good example to follow for others. And outstanding female scientists just must receive the honor and attention they deserve. And also they must have more options to continue their research. And this example of a scientist will definitely give a clear signal to everybody else. As already mentioned, a substantial change compared to the L'Oréal scheme, Women in Science, is that the scope of this contest, organized by the Academies of Sciences and UNESCO National Committees of the three Baltic states, has been expanded to cover social sciences. And this is not only because the, I would say, fundamentally wrong perception that this field is more welcoming for female scientists and women entering this field do not need any additional support. This is wrong. The obstacles, barriers, and glass ceiling are clearly present in this field as well. And it seems perhaps that women in social sciences and also in the humanities, which was mentioned already, they are just simply more concentrated, inspired, and dedicated. Invitation to them to apply for the Baltic Fellowship Awards has actually a much wider perspective. Specifically, there is virtually no science today that can exist without understanding societal implications and sometimes even ramifications of their research. In this context, scientists in social sciences often serve as this much needed link between classic natural sciences and society. And on the other hand, separation of fields of research into those where female scientists can more easily progress, this definitely belongs to the waste bin of history today. Talented, smart, sparkling, and successful female scientists do deserve recognition in the entire spectrum of contemporary sciences. Their example inspires and ignites. The first laureate from Estonia today in the category of researchers with PhD in natural sciences, including mathematics. I am trained as a mathematician. Engineering technology, including information technology, and medicine. She concentrates on studies of biological and cultural diversity of ancient people. And in her studies, she stresses the duality of human bodies. On the one hand, our bodies are kind of extremely complicated and resilient biological structures in the physical world that can renew itself in terms of single cells many times during their functioning period. On the other hand, our bodies can also be interpreted as historical and cultural construct. These are variations of so-called concept of a social construct. This is a concept which exists only because humans agree that it exists, such as countries or money. As archaeologist, she explores life in the past and culture of death based on human remains. Even though we already know a lot about these aspects in the past, the results of biomolecular archaeology, there is still much to learn about funeral traditions. And this aspect is pretty much detached from the rest of life in the contemporary Western culture and often even tagged as taboo. However, it is one of the core components of the entire life cycle of human beings and also a crucial aspect of understanding what is a human person. And I think that the laureate will best introduce herself in the video.
Yes, thank you for this introduction, but we have more. We have video introduction of Dr. Mary Turf. So I'd like to ask for this video now.
I find the duality of human nature, us being biological creatures and cultural beings, fascinating. And archaeology enables me to study both of these aspects by investigating the delicate remains of past humans. At the Alchemy Lab, my role is to study human diet by combining osteology and stable isotope analysis. I do it together with other researchers. Science is all about teamwork and interdisciplinary collaboration. The award for women in science is a great honor. It highlights the importance of diversity in research. It also highlights the importance of bridging humanities and natural sciences to foster future innovations, and not just in terms of new technologies, but on how we think about our shared humanity.
Well, that was Dr. Turf. Please come on stage to receive personal congratulations and diploma from Mr. President and Ms. Karlip. Please come here. Please take a seat here. Please take a seat here, and Professor Suomere will also introduce a second laureate.
It seems to be a cliché that science has two components: extracting new and substantial information and communication of this information to others. Communication to fellow scientists has been adequately organized and framed more than a century ago, and science about this communication is also fairly well developed. However, communication to society, and specifically to its different cohorts, is in very rapid development. And different avenues of this communication are currently being tested. The laureate in the category of researchers with PhD in social sciences is working on new models of science communication, and this model could be called deliberative communication. To her vision, this is the model that really brings winds of change to the existing pattern of communication and creates new avenues that are really usable by researchers, and not only by researchers, also by science officers. And she makes a very important point that for at least 40 years, Science communication has been focused on so-called deficit model, aiming to fill kind of knowledge gap in society and not really asking whether the society has such a gap or whether society is wishing this gap to be filled. This avenue of deficit model clearly suffers from being media-centered. In other words, it has been very strongly subordinated by media logic, and the result is not really bright. And in some way, this avenue has been carved into stone like a one-way monologue-based communication, like ex cathedra speech in Catholic churches, instead of really closing the gap between science and society. And moreover, this deficit model and its massive use may have enhanced alienating of some cohorts of society from evidence-based and informed worldview, and has in this way even undermined trust between society and science. Instead, deliberative communication also could be called social conversion, focuses on the needs and interests of society, and makes every effort to channel knowledge via dialogue, to better reach the partners by providing the point instead of nice words. And the laureate will introduce herself even much better than any other candidate do by the video message.
Yes, so now we'll see also the video introduction of the second laureate from Estonia.
Science communication has long been about disseminating and communicating the results and discoveries of scientific work. However, this is ineffective. I have developed a concept of deliberative science communication, and with this scholarship, I intend to test this concept in practice. I study the communication and dissemination plans of research projects. I analyze with the scientists who have to execute those plans in order to develop new ways for science communication. This scholarship enables me to widen my international network of science communication researchers and introduce the deliberative science communication paradigm in order to make science communication more effective.
Thank you. So, Dr. Mariu Hima, please come here on the stage. Please take a seat. So now the third Estonian laureate is PhD student Kadri Pankratov. Before the video, I'll ask Professor Soomere also to represent her.
The last but not least candidate, again in STEM, with 2M fields, focuses on something that may seem like extreme and hard to believe science fiction. Bio-inspired soft robotics. Those are nice words, but trying to explain what is actually the point of those words. The classic perception of robots is simple, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's kind of mechanical structure with many small driving engines, sensors, wires, and of course a steering module. But the laureate dreams about a completely different kind of robots. She dreams about creating a kind of artificial blood circulation system that mediates both energy supply and communication or steering. A system that some butterflies, like moths, have developed. And the use of this sort of multi-purpose joint transmission and exchange structure, it provides great many options for widening the scope of the use of robots and also creates ways for adaptation to changing environment. And such abilities are really crucial, for example, if you have to work in unexplored hostile environments, or if you need to make some search and rescue operations after disasters. And again, I think that the video will even better characterize what she is dreaming about.
My research is about encoding the robots' bodies with liquid. I'm interested in circulatory systems and to see whether we could create an artificial circulatory system throughout the body of the robot, so we can use matter transfer to communicate between the parts of the robot, as well as store energy, use the energy, and grow the robot. This would create more adaptive robots that are able to handle situations that are in unstructured environments and with direct physical contact between living creatures. This scholarship enables me to communicate my science to the wider public as well as the scientific community. I'm able to participate in conferences and go to academic visits to our partner institutions.
So, Kadri and Pankratov, please come on the stage. So, thank you, Ms. Karlip, and
Just to complete that, what we see in this collection of sparkling female scientists, this is the future of science out of the ivory tower. They all aim not only making clear for passive society why the research is being done, but also, I would say, proactively providing the best knowledge for the benefit of society and also fighting for space where adequate interpretations could be spread. Congratulations.
thank you very much. Yes, so now you can return to your seats. Thank you very much. Now we proceed to Latvia. In Latvia, there were even more, 63 applicants for the Women in Science Baltic Fellowship. Let's now listen to the video greeting from the Latvian Minister of Education and Science, Ms. Anda Čakša. I'd like to ask for video.
Honorable members of Baltic Academies of Sciences, distinguished guests, and esteemed colleagues. It's a great honor to join you today for this remarkable celebration of the Baltic Scholarship for Women in Science. This initiative not only strengthens scientific collaboration among our Baltic countries, but also shines a spotlight on the outstanding contribution of women in science. I'm proud to share that this year, 3 remarkable Latvian scientists have been recognized as the laureates of the Baltic Scholarship for Women in Science 2024, organized by the Latvian Academy of Sciences in partnership with the Latvian National Commission for UNESCO and funded by the Ministry of Education and Science. Congratulations to Daniela Godiņa, Anna Sauka, and Līga Ignatāne. This year's competition in Latvia saw an impressive 63 applications. Among them, 50 were from fields of natural sciences, engineering, and medical sciences, while 13 hailed from the humanities and social sciences. The diversity and depth of these applications highlights the strengths and potential of women in research and their dedication to advancing knowledge in fields essential to our society's growth and well-being. As the Minister of Education and Science, I am proud of these exceptional women and committed to supporting a research environment where more women can thrive and succeed in science. The Baltic states are among the leaders in the amount of women working in science and technology throughout the European Union. Together, we can foster a future where gender equality is a foundation of our scientific community, driving innovation and sustainable development in Latvia, the Baltics, and all of Europe. Thank you to everyone involved in making this scholarship possible, and my heartfelt congratulations once again to this year's laureates. I wish you all success in your future efforts and look forward to seeing the positive impact of your work.
And now I'd like to ask to the stage President of the Latvian Academy of Sciences, Ivars Kalviņš, and Secretary General of the Latvian National Commission for UNESCO, Baiba Molnika, to address the audience and greet, of course, Latvian laureates.
Excellencies, Presidents of Academies of Sciences, ministerial, governmental representatives, ladies and gentlemen, even I have prepared quite a long speech. I will keep myself very brief, just to express my congratulations to all our laureates today. And may I wish that the fellowship you are receiving will become a key to your future success, and you will prove that science is a light that dispels the darkness, proving it on evidence-based. This is my wish to you, but once again I would like to thank Academies of Sciences, ministries for their support, colleagues from national commissions. We had a really fruitful cooperation. Let's realize in wider society that development of science and support to research and researchers is crucial to respond to current challenges and to build peace and sustainability. Let's celebrate together. Thank you.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, I have prepared 2 hours long speech for today, but the president of Lithuanian Academy of Sciences asked me to keep short. That means 2 minutes. I'm glad to be here, and first of all, I would like to thank Academy of Sciences and of Lithuania and the National Committee of UNESCO of Lithuania for organizing this nice event. And I would say the heroes of today are not we, who has selected the best candidates for today's celebration. As you have heard from the speech of the Minister of Latvian Ministry of Education and Sciences, that there were 63 applicants for this fellowship. We, as jury, selected the best, and they are really the best. And we were looked for the different areas of science, for science directed to the environmental problems and using of materials from wood to prepare better materials. We were looking for nanostructures, biosensors, etc. And for sure, we were looking for social sciences and humanities and selected one applicant who is dealing with relations between humans and nature, which is very, very important issue, and the ethics of these relations. And therefore, I'm completely sure that these ladies who already demonstrated their efforts and are the best of today among the young scientists, ladies in Latvia, will contribute to the development of science in the future. And I would say so to our ladies, you are the best now, and please be a source of, let's say, self-mining for the young ladies, and they will look up at you and to follow you if you will succeed, and you will succeed. And I wish to you success at your work and happiness in your personal life. Thank you very much for being so as you are. Beautiful and brilliant. Let be so in future.
Thank you very much. Now it's high time to greet and to meet Latvian fellows. So the first video will be about Dr. Daniela Godiņa. So please, video.
I'm Daniela Godiņa. I'm a PhD in chemistry. I work at the Latvian State Institute of Wood Chemistry already for 7 years. I work in the analytical chemistry field, particularly with chromatography methods. I really like science because it's really important for me to understand nature and also help bring together people, nature, and science. And my research is focused on birch bark valorization to obtain bio-based sorbents. And these bio-based sorbents are obtained from extractives, particularly from betaline. And I will use these bio-based sorbents for the application in analytical chemistry, particularly for chromatography methods. And for me, this fellowship is a great accomplishment for me because it recognizes my work and it gives me a value and gives me emotions that I'm doing my work well. And I need to continue this bio-based sample analysis, and the biorefineries and circular economy is really important for global perspective.
Dr. Godiņa, please come on the stage. Congratulations. So the second Latvian fellow, Dr. Anna Sauka. Let's take a look at the screen and this video introduction. Yes, please, video.
I don't think that we have to speak about this. It will be shown in the video.
My name is Anna Sauka. I am Associate Professor and Senior Researcher at the University of Latvia, Faculty of Humanities, Department of Philosophy and Ethics. My main focus is environmental humanities, which means the human-nature relationship. And I am especially interested in showing and demonstrating how humanities are very significant for a sustainable future. The way that I see it, we cannot change the environment and we cannot change the climate crisis without changing our attitudes, practices, and values in respect to nature, which means that we also need to look for ways in which we can change those attitudes. In my research, I have found at least 2 ways to do it. One of them is experiential, a phenomenological first-person stance, where we think about how we actually experience nature versus the ways in which it is portrayed for us in the social sphere. The other way is through genealogies of the past. This fellowship is actually meaningful for me in various ways. I have 3 daughters, and I really want them to see that women can really achieve anything if they apply themselves.
Thank you. And Dr. Sauka, please come to the stage. Yeah, please take your seats. And now the third Latvian laureate. This is PhD candidate Liga Ignatāne, and we'd like to see also the video introduction about her works. Yes, video, please.
My name is Liga Ignatāne, and I am a researcher and PhD candidate at Institute of Solid-State Physics, University of Latvia. My work is related to nanofabrication using a technique called focused ion beam. A focused ion beam allows us to precisely create tiny bits of specific positions and control the spacing between them on the surface of material. These bits are designed to capture gold nanoparticles, enabling us to position them accurately on surface. The nanoparticle positioning on the surface enhances the signal of Raman scattering, a technique used to analyze molecules. My research aims to study how these nanostructures created by focused ion beam affect the selectivity and sensitivity of surface-enhanced Raman scattering. The goal is to optimize these structures for biosensor applications, potentially improving their ability to detect biomolecules. Receiving this fellowship has boosted my confidence, showing that my contribution to science is recognized. But what truly makes me happy is knowing that my journey has inspired many girls, women, who know me first and foremost as a friend, as a folk dancer, as a lead of folk dance group, not as a scientist.
Thank you for video. Liga Ignatāne, please come on the stage. So thank you, Mr. President and Secretary General, for your job, for your work in helping us. And now, finally, we have a third group of candidates. We had quite a lot, 51 applicants for the Women in Science Baltic Fellowship in Lithuania. So now I'm giving the floor to Lithuanian Vice Minister of Education, Science and Sport, Mr. Justas Nugaras. Please, the floor is yours.
Madam Ambassador, distinguished guests, Rector of Vilnius University, Presidents of Academies, ladies, the ladies, and we are gentlemen, I would like to, first of all, to congratulate you that you reached Vilnius. It's not the best time of the year to visit Vilnius, but I'm very glad that this warm event compensates bad weather outside the window. But to be more serious, I would like to tell a few words about the importance of this competition. I think that we need to celebrate excellence of both young ladies, and we need to encourage them to do more and to keep in science. A lot of words could damage any event, so I will be very short. Three ideas or three messages I would like to deliver. First, improve our Lithuanian, Latvian, and Estonian brotherhood, or I should say sisterhood, and use this event to make new contacts and new collaborations, interdisciplinary collaborations possible. Second, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia are still lacking behind in Horizon projects, so those collaborations should improve participation and should lead us to be more competitive in European science market. And third, I would like to wish you to once and for all break that glass ceiling. You have all the possibilities and all the capabilities you needed. So best of luck and thank you so much.
Thank you, Vice Minister. Lithuanian laureates will be greeted by President of the Lithuanian Academy of Sciences, Professor Juras Banys, and Secretary General of the Lithuanian National Commission for UNESCO, Miglė Mašanauskienė. Please come to stage.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, distinguished awardees, dear guests and colleagues. I'm highly honored and moved for the possibility to extend sincere congratulations to all of you, the winners of the program, your professional mentors and family members, on behalf of the Lithuanian National Commission for UNESCO. Today, we truly share your joy and we are proud of your bravery to stay on your professional path, for your contribution to scientific research and your mission to serve global society. This award is not only the symbol of regional recognition of your work, of Baltic unity, but also hopefully will serve as inspiration to seek further goals in your scientific career. Let me wish you great success in pursuing your careers in the field of scientific research and development of technologies. Our future depends on your work. It depends on science where women play a crucial role. Congratulations.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to greet Lithuanian three winners, and they covering again different sciences. One is from medical sciences, digestive system, and so on. Another winner is cultural heritage, architecture heritage investigations, that's more between social sciences and humanities. And the third one is a solar cells from novel materials. So all three topics are very important, and I'm very glad that today we agreed with all three UNESCO commissions and academies that we have one social sciences and two nature sciences laureates. And after all talks, I think the movies will show the best what they are doing, but I want to tell before awarding to some ladies already got the diplomas, some three ladies will get, and I would like to say that this is maybe the first step, but please be so kind and listen to me, it's not the last, I hope. You will get, I wish you will get in the future much more and more important awards, and who will not allow to dream big, like now in the United States is popular, dream big, about Nobel Prize. And also, I think, ladies, you are the bright future of our science academies. So also think about that. So I wish all you success in future. Do not stop. And of course, it's great pleasure to give the awards. And now we will start with videos.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. So the first Lithuanian fellow is Dr. Greta Varkalaitė. And now we'll see the video introduction of her and her works. So please, video.
my research have focused on the comprehensive molecular analysis of precancerous and cancerous gastrointestinal diseases, also implementing a variety of genomic technologies. Molecular alterations related to some diseases occurs even years before the diagnosis, opening the window for the early diagnostics and prevention. Implementation of cutting-edge technologies allows to identify the roles of specific cell groups that drives cancerous processes and diseases, also analyzing microenvironment of a cancer. While promising, application of these technologies in the research remains limited, and I aim to bridge that gap. By implementation of novel technologies and novel methodologies, scientists gain possibility to precise insights of the cells within the tumor. These advanced technologies are revolutionizing the cancer research in general, from the analysis of novel therapeutic targets and understanding why some patients respond to the treatment and the other do not. Receiving the UNESCO Fellowship for Women in Science is a meaningful recognition of my work, affirming its importance and relevance to the society. This award will significantly support the growth of my research, also providing the opportunity to share my findings with the society and public.
Thank you. So, Greta Varkalaitė, please come on the stage. Thank you very much. Please take your seat. Now, the second Lithuanian fellow is Dr. Viltė Janušauskaitė. So let's take a look at her works also in the video introduction. Video, please.
I research urban conservation in Soviet Lithuania, revealing the differences between ideas and the implementation, questioning its success, and comparing it with the international ideas and practice. My time frame starts with the 1950s, when the system emerged, ends when it collapsed. I also try to answer why it collapsed with the Soviet state. I research Lithuanian old towns and smaller villages as well. This research is relevant not only as historical research, but also because the historic urban environment is home and workplace for more and more people every day in the world, and it figures in many international documents such as Sustainable Development Goals. Learning from the past and knowing why some decisions were made will help to improve our urban future as well. I'm very happy to be awarded. It was a bit unexpected because dividing my professional life between practice and academia, I always feel a bit uncertain in the latter. So this is the confirmation that it was worth it, I'm good enough. Also, that's an encouragement for other women in the field to say it is doable. We are not superwomen, but if we can do that, you can do that as well.
So here we have the second Lithuanian laureate, Dr. Viltė Janušauskaitė. Please come on stage. Thank you. Congratulations, and please take your seat. And now we have a third laureate. It's a PhD student, Šarūnė Daškevičiūtė. So now we also take a look at this video of the work of hers.
I'm a chemist. I'm working on synthesis of organic semiconductors at Professor Vytautas Gatautis Research Group. These materials are very important for efficiency and stability of perovskite solar cells. Our main goal is to synthesize organic semiconductors that would improve the cost, efficiency and long-term stability for the next generation solar cells in comparison to the benchmark. It's also very important that the materials would be patentable and commercially available eventually. Unfortunately, the majority of energy is obtained from the fossil fuels and the small fraction only from renewable energy. So we want to draw attention to the solar cells, which convert solar energy into electricity. We are working on the development of the next generation solar cells. Such a great achievement inspired me to keep going, to continue improving and confirm that all 10 years in laboratory was the right life decision.
So congratulations. Šarūnė Daškevičiūtė, please come to the stage. Thank you very much. So now, on behalf of the Academy of Sciences, of the Lithuanian Academy of Sciences, we'd like once more to warmly congratulate you, all the winners, and to wish you all scientific dreams come true. And now, thank you, Mr. Secretary General and Mr. President. I now kindly ask you, all the laureates, to step down from the stage and enjoy the music from your seats in the hall. And applause again to the laureates. Thank you very much. I'd like to say that it's still not the end of the ceremony. We'll have photo session, but after the music. So please now take your seats. And now I'll present once again the musicians, the quartet. Our ceremony will end with 2 more pieces of music performed by the same string quartet as in the beginning. So please welcome on stage Rasa Vosyliūtė, the first violin, Barbora Domarkaitė, the second violin, Arūnas Statkus, alto, and Onutė Švabauskaitė, cello. They will play Meditation by Jules Massenet and Hungarian Dance No. 5 by Johann Brahms. So we're inviting our musicians, the string quartet, please come on stage. So Rasa Vosyliūtė, Barbora Domarkaitė, Arūnas Statkus, and Onutė Švabauskaitė. Krenta lapai. Kaip? Dar ne, dar kalbėsiu. It was Rasa Vosyliūtė, Barbara Domorkaitė, Arūnas Statkus, and Onutė Švabauskaitė. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ačiū. And so the last few pieces of information. We are inviting everyone for a glass of champagne in the foyer just outside this hall. But before that, laureates and high guests, presidents of the Academies of Sciences, and secretaries general of the National Commissions of UNESCO will have here a photo session for history. And friends and families are asked to postpone their congratulations until after this photo session. So please, let's start now this photo session, and the rest of the guests, please take a glass of wine and chat about this event. Thank you very much.
Until the people will gather, I will say a few